Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 11th. We're just going to jump right in here. Now, you have this parrot card. It says, watch your words. You have a snake spirit. It says, time to heal. So definitely could be going through a healing period, or you have been for a while. I don't know. I almost feel like you're coming out of a healing period, which, again, is probably a good thing. You have the Ten of Pentacles, which is amazing. So, if you have been healing or whatever, then, I feel that this could be very positive for you. I would definitely watch your words at this time. Everybody has had something, and especially in the 2024 readings that I just did, everybody's had something that has said, watch your words, or, be careful of gossip, things like that. So, I would be careful of all that stuff, but I would also, again, watch the words that you use against yourself. I'm also getting, I'm getting a lot here. I'm getting something about something that has not been said as well. So, I don't know if you're keeping something in here, Taurus. I just get that feeling of needing to, it's almost needing to expose the truth. I'm not saying you're a liar. That's not really what I'm getting. It's something needs to be spoken here, or something needs to be said, or, I don't know. I really don't know where that's going. So, we'll just see what is going on here. I do you have the Nine of Swords here, and the Nine of Swords is coming up in the area of the good stuff. So that tells me that you are ending a negative cycle, or you're coming out of a negative period of time. You have the Page of Swords in your first row. Page of Swords is about being curious, and I think we're in a time of curiosity, so I encourage everyone to look into things that they are interested in. Could be anything. Could be a business. Could be a career. Could be your ideas. Doesn't matter what it is. I would just do your research and look into things. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is about, building and leaving a legacy. I mean, I'm sick and tired of saying it to you, right, Taurus? I'm sure you're sick and tired of hearing it, too. Clearly, for the rest of your life, this should be your focus, is building and leaving some sort of legacy. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be big, could be small. I think that people hear that and they think I have to do something super important, but really you don't. It just has to be important to you. And as long as you're doing that, you're working with the energy. If you want love, by the way, there is a little bit of love here. And Ten of Pentacles, to me, is the best love card in the tarot. So yes, it's a pentacle card. I understand that. I can see with my two eyes. And what I would say is that Ten of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. So, again, it can represent a very happy family. It's better than the Ten of Cups as well. You have the King of Swords. King of Swords, I feel like something needs to be spoken. King of Swords, law and order, but, it's that's not how it's popping into my head. It is, but it's almost like you've been feeling out of balance, or, I'm not getting any traditional tarot meanings here. I read intuitively, so, that's what I get. I just get something about something needs to be said to bring something into balance. For some of you, this could be financially related, or something needs to be shared, or something like that. For others, this could have to do with, love as well, because you go up to the King of Cups here. It doesn't have to be a water sign. It could just be someone who's very emotionally stable. It could be you as well. You could be very emotionally stable, but it's not enough has been done here. If you have your eye on a person, here's the thing that I'm getting here, Taurus, for some of you. It's I feel like this is kind of one of those half in, half out situations, right? And so if you're dealing with a person like that who isn't committing or whatever, I feel like you need to speak up and get the commitment or leave, because it's you don't want to get stuck in one of those in-between situations. For others, I feel this could be a person that you've been flirting with, at work or something. And, again, I feel half in, half out, where it's there needs to be some, something needs to happen here, is what I'm getting. With the Page of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is you stabilizing your finances, which is definitely a major focus for you. Anything you could do to, stabilize your finances or build up your finances is just going to be really good for you. Plain and simple, Taurus. There's a lot of, I think there's just a lot more abundance coming in for you, a lot more opportunity. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is work hard, play hard. Of course, I would make sure that you're not creating complicated solutions. I think that is the secret to success for you, Taurus, is it's you have two brains right now. One is complicated solutions. One is maybe a little bit more hidden, but it's probably the efficient solution. And so that's something I would definitely focus on. I have 8,000 planets in Capricorn myself personally. And, it's I literally tell myself every single day, everything I do, I'm nope, this is too complicated. Make it more simple, right? So earth sign energy, just in general, I would say, I would really be looking for more simple solutions. That, again, I want to stress that does not necessarily mean that they're easy solutions. It just means like what is more efficient. And there's a big difference there, because there are things that are efficient that are hard work. So, but again, maybe the result is bigger than a complicated solution, right? That's what we're talking about. So you're going to have to put your thinking cap on, but, looks pretty good. With the King of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles. Yes, right here, I would be careful of dealing with like chameleons, is what I would say here. It's like I see this person, like a person in my head. It's like King of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Cups. It's like they cycle around, or you're confused about something here. Or again, you are just creating this in your head. And I'm not saying you're crazy or something, but again, I would just like communicate if you're dealing with a person like that. If you're like not sure where you stand or what's going on, especially if this is a person at work, then I would communicate with this person. Just so you get clarity, right? Could be an air sign, or there's like a lot of air energy. That could be where the confusion is coming from. King of Swords, air, and then you have this air card here. This could be part of the problem. You have this air card. It says seek union of mind and spirit. You have this gate. It says a barrier keeps you from your goal. I think that you need to, again, seek union of mind and spirit. Bring those two things together. I also think that you need to, like I said, I feel you have the two brains going on right now, where it's like I feel like there are solutions that exist, and you're gonna have to do your research to find them. But like I would look into it. It's like I don't know. I don't really have any good examples, but it's like for everything that exists, it's like you can find people who do okay, and then you can find people who do extremely well, right? It's like I'm trying to find a good example in my head, but I'm not like the only thing. I watched a video the other day about a girl who's like an illustrator, right? And it's like she was like making no money as an artist, which is like typical for artists, right? And then she did like made some changes, turned it into a business the right way, and started making like millions of dollars. So it's like that's like what I see here. It's like I feel like there's something in your life where it's like you're good at whatever you do, but it's like there could be a way that you almost like package it, or that you could like put it together, that whatever it is that you do, like a talent, gift, skill, or ability, or something like that, where if you put it together that way, you could make a bunch of money, or you find a bunch of success. That's kind of like what I'm getting here. You have the Seven of Wands, the Six of Pentacles, and the Empress. The Seven of Wands is a card of conviction. It says when you know that you're going to be successful, then you will be successful. So it's a card of deep belief, and it's really a card of believing in yourself. So anything you could do to believe more in yourself, or to, believe that you're more capable, would be a really good idea here. You have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is a card of planting seeds. And so I feel for a lot of you, you could be planting seeds in new directions. It's also a card of balance as well. And, I feel for a lot of you, you could be trying to create balance in your finances. And, the Six of Pentacles is about giving to the right things, which is what I really feel this reading is saying you need to pay attention to. He's giving to this person, but not to this one over here. So I feel like you need to make sure that you're giving to, pouring your energy into the right things. I really feel that some of you are split between two things here. I'm not sure if it's work or work related, or your skills, like skills that you have. And I think you need to maybe be more clear about which skill you want to invest in. You might need to be more clear with yourself, not with a person. You might need, maybe you're like, oh, maybe I could, start this business or that one. It's like I feel like you just need to pick one. Maybe you want to go back to school. I think you just need to pick one thing and make it happen. And it's like your heart knows what it wants. So, I feel like you really need to listen to your inner voice. King of Cups, very, very much has very deep emotions. He really, really goes deep. And again, I think sometimes people say like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. And it's like, well, really you do. But maybe, if you have a choice between becoming, a lawyer or an artist, let's go with that example. It's like I think people sometimes get confused and they're like, oh, I'm not sure what I want to do, lawyer or artist. It's like, no. You know what you want to do. You are just thinking like, oh, lawyer makes more sense because it'll make me a bunch of money. Every time I go to my lawyer's office, I cry, right? It's a miserable place. So, how anyone wants to do that is beyond me. I'm sure there are plenty of people that love it, but, not me, right? So what I would say here is that, again, your heart probably knows what it wants to do, but like, are you attaching too much 3D stuff to the outcome? I think that's one possibility here. Again, I think the other possibility here is is like what will happen in the future with the Six of Pentacles. Sometimes I look at the Six of Pentacles, and I know I'm spending a lot of time on this, but I feel like it's important for you, Taurus, for whatever reason. It's like sometimes I look at it as like, oh, if I leave this job and I double down on my business, what if my business fails? Like those types of fears. And it might not be business. Like maybe you have a job and a side hustle, or maybe you have a job and something else. And, you know, I feel like it's like but I feel if you make the full commitment, this is what's going to happen is Empress. It's like, what do you really want to do? Who do you really see yourself as? And it doesn't matter what gender you are. I feel like you need to go deep on this card. I feel like you need to see, like, who are you? Who are you, Taurus? I feel that's what you need to go deep on. With the Eight of Wands, yes, there needs to be communication. Seven of Wands, you have the Eight of Wands. There needs to be communication here. It could definitely be with a person or with a situation, so I would open up. With the Six of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Wands. Yeah, this is about going on an adventure here. So you Earth signs always get these cards of, you know, kind of being spontaneous and being open to spontaneous opportunity and kind of like shaking it out, right? You need like an improv class or something here, Taurus. With the Empress, you have the Strength card. Strength, I feel like you've been very patient. You've been working a lot towards your goals, wishes, dreams, or things you want to accomplish. So it's like you've been putting in a lot of time and effort into things. But I feel like the results have not been what you've been hoping for. And, you know, really, I don't have a good answer for you other than I feel like you need to keep pushing. I also feel like you need to make sure that you're doing the right things. And I think you need to become, like, it's almost like I get the word commercial or something like that. Like, you need to be more commercial. I don't know. But it's like, you know, especially for those of you that have a business, right? Or that, even if you just have a hobby or something like that, it's like, I think there are ways to, you know, kind of like, you know, be more commercial, be more saleable or whatever. And, you know, again, without knowing what you do, I can't tell you what to do, but I would just go do some research. Again, there's 600 billion videos on YouTube that about pretty much every freaking thing that exists. So, you know, I would do your research. Next in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this Descendant card that says invitation. You have the 7th house that says relationship on it. So there could be an invitation to be in a relationship. Again, maybe you spill your heart out to a person and they decide they want to be with you, or they already have. Again, this could either be a friend or someone you work with. I'm telling you right now, 6 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. You know, if it's not, I would say 10 of Pentacles is someone that you see the potential of that in. Like 10 of Pentacles is everything you want and desire in your life. You know, it's like building and leaving a legacy. So you could really be finding a connection like that. This could also be, again, a relationship to yourself if you don't want love, even if you do. You have the King of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the Temperance card. King of Cups is about your deep emotions. This could be a person coming in for you, but I really feel that King of Cups is sitting in the middle of the ocean. And plain and simple, I think it's really simple, this card for you. It's just saying, like, deep down inside, what do you see your future life being? Or like, you know, one of my favorite books of all time, The Big Leap. It's like, if everything went 100% according to plan, you know, he says in that book, if everything went 100% according to plan, what would that look like? And so I feel for a lot of you, you need to kind of look at that. You have the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is about regrets. It's almost like this is saying, like, you don't want to have regrets, you know, or I feel like it's saying that you could avoid regrets. Maybe that's a better way to put it. So again, if you don't do something, you might regret it. Like if you don't at least, you know, try to write your book or try to have that business or try to go on that date or whatever, you know, I feel that there might be regrets in the future. And so I feel this is kind of like saying, you know, make sure that you don't have regrets in the future. The other thing I would say is that 5 of Cups is a card of gratitude. And it's like the second you're grateful for what you do have, that's when you get all the good stuff. So there you go. You have this Temperance card. Temperance is turning one thing into another. And so I really feel you have the power to turn a situation around. And I would just use your talents, gifts, skills, and abilities to turn a situation around here, because I feel like there could be a lot of, you know, it's like there's a lot of abundance or good stuff coming in for you with this Temperance card. I really feel it. So yeah, looks really, really good. With the King of Cups, you have the 6 of Cups here. You know what's interesting? 2 6s. If you've been watching me for a while, you know I love 2 6s. To me, 2 6s says you're on the right path, you're going in the right direction. I don't think this is a person from the past, though. I do feel like this is a person, you know, 6 of Cups to me is just a soulmate. So, you know, I feel there definitely could be like a soulmate coming in for you. You know, it could be someone that you've known or something like that. And it is Mercury retrograde, so you could be revisiting something. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. You have the King of Pentacles with the 5 of Cups. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. Divine counterparts right here. And, I love the King and Queen of Pentacles together as divine counterparts because they are the two that really want to stay together. They are the two that really want to be together and that put in the work. And they also are kind of like very long term as well. So, I kind of have that popping into my head. Definitely could be another earth sign. Could be any sign, general reading. But, I kind of feel like this is something... again, with the regrets here, the King of Swords here, it's like something needs to be communicated, especially if you work with this person. I think something needs to be communicated here. With the Temperance card, you have the Moon card. Something is not clear. It's like the pathway, right? I'll show you. That didn't work. This right here is the path to glory, and there's this glowing crown. The Temperance Angel could just step off on that path and find success, but it's like the reason maybe you're not is the moon. The moon is like the fear of the future. I personally like the Moon card. I know a lot of readers read it as like fears, illusions, which it does represent, no doubt about it, but the moon does not say stop. The moon says you need to go down that path and see what's at the top of those mountains, right? Like, it's saying, something is going to be work. Something that you want to accomplish or have in your life is going to require effort. But if you put that effort in, you will be happy with the results. There are mountains at the back of the Moon card, and mountains represent obstacles, but they also represent an achievement. So, there's like some sort of achievement you could have here. You have this Old Man card that says inheritance male on it. You have this rabbit that says pregnancy fears. Definitely be careful if you're not trying to get pregnant, because I'll tell you what, those 2024 readings were super fertile. So, if you're not trying to get pregnant, I would be careful. But if you are hoping to, it is showing up in the good stuff. So, if you're hoping to increase your abundance, or if you're hoping to birth just something new into the world, definitely good stuff here. You have the Queen of Wands, Seven of Cups, and Nine of Swords. Queen of Wands about being bold, being assertive, really going for something you want, which is what I feel like you need to do here. It is interesting that I feel like there's some sort of confusion going on here as well. So again, if you need to talk to anyone in your life, it doesn't even have to be love related. I feel like some of you could have had a confusing situation. I actually feel like you're going to clear it up during this Mercury retrograde that we have coming up this week. So the week of the 11th. Every time I say that, someone says Mercury retrograde isn't this week because I put my readings out a week early. Yes, pay attention to the dates, people. Number one. Number two, I'm talking about the week of the 11th is when the Mercury retrograde is. So again, I kind of feel like you could be clearing up something that was confusing or some sort of confusion. I also feel like you're increasing your options in work. I really feel, there's love here in this reading, but I kind of feel like this reading is a work reading, a business reading. It's talking about your skills, and it's talking about how abundant your skills could be. And I think you have a lot of options, but I also feel it's time to focus on like one option, or, decide what skill you really want to use. You have the Nine of Swords. Nine of Swords is like a never-ending nightmare, so I feel for a lot of you that you need to, it's coming up in the good stuff, so you could be coming out of a difficult period of time and kind of like setting yourself free. I also feel like if you've been thinking about something over and over and over again, and again, communication could just bring this situation to an end, like in a good way. It could bring clarity or whatever. So let's see here. With the Queen of Wands here, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, a lot of good money cards. This really says that you're capable. Again, if you're doubting that you're going to be able to support yourself in any area of your life, I feel like you're more than capable. And also, I feel like you're more than ready. With the Seven of Cups, you have the King of Swords here. Yes, you have the King of Swords twice. King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom. And so it says, you have the knowledge and wisdom necessary to make something happen. But the King of Swords, he turns knowledge into wisdom, meaning that he learns something and then he goes and puts it into practice, which is how you turn knowledge into wisdom. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Ten of Swords. Yes, this is a good thing. It's like a blessing in disguise. Again, it's coming up in the good stuff here. And, excuse me, the Nine of Swords to the Ten of Swords is saying that you need to put something to rest. I feel like this could be something that has been consuming your thoughts for a long time. And it's almost like you need to find out. So again, this could be communication with a person. It could also be again, I always tell a story. When I was younger, I thought I wanted to be a chef. I love cooking, but then I got a job basically cooking at a cafe and I hated it. So it's but if I never did it, I would have probably regretted it because I would have never found out if I would have liked it or not, right? And so that's like that story is popping into my head here with the Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords. It's like you are like, again, I'm not saying you're gonna regret it, but I think that you are going to regret something if you don't just like test the waters, or if you don't just find out what you're capable of, or whatever the case may be. Pretty interesting. You have this versatility card. Yeah, I feel like you need to be more open to how things happen in your life. This is a card about being flexible and just, again, being open to how things happen in your life. You have this exaltation card. It's like something is divinely guided, or something, some sort of blessing is, sorry, can't hold on to cards today, but there's like some sort of blessing that's coming in for you. And I feel like the universe is kind of like shining its light on you at this time as well, or it's shining a light on a skill that you have. Next, you have this extremism card. Yeah, I would be careful of this. I think everybody needs to be careful of this. Like extreme messages, like people rushing into your life, telling you things that aren't true. I say this all the time to you, I'm pretty sure, and everybody. This comes up for everyone. Like we are in a time where it's like people could be rushing in and freaking you out about something, and then you make a bad decision. So again, if like it's like that energy where someone like rushes in and they're all like amped up and they just like tell you something about your job or a person or a situation. It's like there's a lot of that going on right now. So I would be careful of anyone, and I would just like, don't panic and get the facts. Yeah, look, you have this caution card. Look, this card, there's a bunch of people on it, or these animals that are rushing to this lady, and she's saying stop. So again, I like, be careful of who you get advice from. Be careful of who tells you what about your job or your career or whatever, right? And finally, you have this organization card here. Yeah, I feel like you're getting organized. Ten of Pentacles, building, leaving a legacy. It's like you're getting organized. Things are coming together. You're creating more abundance and more success here. So it's like pretty good reading. I think that you're maybe healing and getting like a lot of clarity. It seems to be like a big clarity energy going on here, where it's like you're getting the clarity you need to move forward. Maybe that's a simple way to put it, but it looks really good. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.